Well, Chase, by no means was it the prettiest for the 90 minutes, but it was the result that you wanted at the end of the night. Just how special was it seeing the guys respond to that adversity in the second half and take this game by for what it was?
Yeah, we've worked all year long, starting in preseason to prepare these guys for moments like this. And we put them through a lot of adversity in preseason. So to get a nice, windy, blustery evening against a tough opponent, we knew we had it in our locker. It was just about bringing it out. And I give the guys credit. Unfortunately, it took a goal to truly get that momentum we needed, a goal against. But the guys got there, and that's what matters most. Again, we talk all season long, like, it's okay to bend, you just can't break. And I think that's what you saw tonight. We definitely bent, but ultimately we did what we needed to do to get the result.
How tricky was it navigating the wind, knowing it wasn't necessarily the most consistent, but the subconscious feeling of knowing that when a ball's in the air, you're trying to play it to what you think, but it might not be anywhere even close just because the wind was so unpredictable?
Yeah, I mean, nights like tonight are tough. They're just tough all the way around. So again, I give both teams credit because it didn't really seem to affect either team, especially if they had the wind at their back. First half maybe a little affected us, but again, ultimately we did what we needed to do. So yeah, we'll take it and move on.
Do you think that the first half between the two shots, and just a little bit of uneven play, do you think that was just a desire thing? Was it just a reminder of who we are, our principles, what we're playing for, and that needed to happen at half? What would you assess there?
Yeah, I think it's again, it's a big game. We've got a lot of guys on this squad right now that in the starting lineup that I'd say half of them hadn't seen a game like this yet, a conference playoff game. So it was a big moment, I think, for a lot of guys, and I think you saw it was a bit of a feeling out process. Again, playing into the wind, feeling that part out. But again, I give the crowd a lot of credit. It was actually 732 fans, so that's absolutely fantastic. And thank you all so much for the support. It was brilliant tonight. But that's what it's about. It's about being at home, playing in front of your peers, your family, your friends, and just giving everything you've got. And I think that's what we saw between the first half and the second half was our guys really start to show up and give everything they had.
Obviously, I spoke with Zach earlier. Just we've talked in the past about he's a goal scorer. We talked after Akron when he hit the post, and you knew his number was going to get called, and at one point he would come through. So for it to be tonight when he trusted himself and he earned that spot to play on this postseason roster tonight, just how important did you impress upon him? Just keep doing what makes him him.
Yeah, I mean, Mocha's a guy who knows his strengths and weaknesses, and I think that as this game developed, as we go through the first half, we saw as a staff that we needed what he brought to the table, and he's been working hard to put himself in a position to be called up, and that was his moment, and he did not disappoint. It was absolutely fantastic to see.
It wasn't even just a moment, it was moments. I mean, how would you display the second goal when Cam, I think that was a cross, but with the wind, we'll just call it inconclusive. Just what was it like just seeing him so cerebrally pick up that ball, and it was ultimately the winner tonight?
Yeah. I mean, Mocha's fantastic at getting in the box. That's always been his strength. And we've talked all season long about trying to get balls into the box. And I think that's what you saw was that culminating moment for him right there, and it was great.
When we've talked before the season, obviously the two preseason honors were, of course, to Nate and to Maxi. Nate was very much a pest, defending balls, finding steals throughout the night, and Maxi did what Maxi did. Just how, you don't want to say in the moment calming, but to have that leadership right in front of you means what maybe to the other 9 and to those that have a chance to compete?
Oh, I think it's fantastic to have guys, give literally everything they have. It's one of the things that we look for when we recruit. We want that passion, we want that excitement, and I think you see that leadership, from front to back. It starts with Max and obviously Drago in the midfield, and then Torge in the back line, and then Dama in goal, and the guys just they just work so hard. There's not much more you can say about it. Just to have guys like that to feed off that is vital.
He might have looked to you for approval for this, but Zach said that this is traditionally a basketball school, and maybe we're starting to maybe get some love for soccer. To see that supported tonight and to you've been on this journey through the peaks and valleys. Just to hear him say something like that, just what does that mean as the coach, as the guy that he looks to find success and for this team to find success?
Well, again, I think being a city school, our location, everything that we work through, like you've seen it, it can be a tough place to win, and I think all the sports have felt that at certain times here. So I'm excited that men's soccer has done what we've been able to accomplish these last couple of years. I think it's phenomenal, and the nice thing is I think winning is contagious. So you can say whatever sports you want to say that we are here. I think we're a school that has all that we need to win championships in many sports. It's just about having that belief and that grind ability, and then having that passion that it takes, and then you see what happens when you support each other. And to me, that's absolutely vital. If we can continue to support each other, then we can be a basketball school, and we can be a soccer school, and we can be a lacrosse school, and we can be all the sports. And so I think that's what's most exciting, is that to see the support like we had tonight is absolutely vital, and I think that's what it's going to take to continue to move the needle.
You have a quicker turnaround in that you play Wednesday against Loyola back here, of course. Just what's it like for you having that edge of having faced them in terms of making adjustments to your scout and just sticking to principles with the guys to be the best versions of themselves?
Yeah, I mean, it's not the time of year to be tinkering too much. It's really about just be us, do the best you can, represent yourself, your family, your program well every time you step on the field, and stick to the principles, trust the process. That's what's gotten us to this point, and certainly there might be little things here or there, but again, it's not going to be anything major. We know what our strengths and weaknesses are, and we've got to play to those.